Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Wendy's, one of the world's largest fast food chains, plans to replace human employees with automated self-service kiosks in many of its 6,500 restaurants around the country and around the world, in an effort to counteract minimum wage hikes throughout the United States. Now, I don't blame Wendy's at all. I mean, they can either react or they can close up their doors, and then no one will be working. The economics on the issue are pretty clear. Wendy's is doing what they have to do to survive, and others will certainly follow suit. They will adapt or they will be gone. When the government unnecessarily and unilaterally increases the cost of labor and imposes it on the job creators, the jobs are probably going to be replaced through automation and technological advancement. I mean, this is nothing new. This technology is not new. Wendy's could have done this a long time ago if they just wanted to maximize their profits, as every single corporation in America seems to be accused of doing these days. But these are the job creators. These are the job makers. They've chosen now because they have no other choice. Many people say that this is an artificial wage and that it discourages employment and distorts the market. Well, here's the proof. This is exactly what's happening. And don't blame Wendy's. They're trying to survive in a 2% economy. Mr. Speaker, let's not lock out millions of people from their entry-level employment. You know, I'm a person who worked for less than minimum wage. And one time I asked my boss at the time, I said, do I make minimum wage? And he said, no, you're not worth it. I was just barely in high school. And I didn't have much to offer except a strong back and showing up on time with a good attitude. And he paid me for that. And I worked my way up. The squeeze on the middle class is real. And it's painful for tens of millions of anxiety-ridden Americans who don't know whether they're going to have a job, even though it might be their entry-level job. It might be the job that they could get in a 2% economy. Some people say we're just transferring the jobs to those who will build kiosks or robots. Well, I got to tell you, folks, I suspect that those jobs are not minimum wage jobs. So that's not going to be of much help. And oh, by the way, I suspect they won't be in your hometown where your Wendy's is. So if you got a job there and it's going to be displaced or replaced with one building a kiosk, unless you're planning to move to where they're building that, that's not going to be of much solace or help to you and your family. What this country needs is a pro-growth agenda to help raise everyone's wages, to provide the opportunity for everyone to get started somewhere and then move up, just like I did, without hurting the people already struggling to get by. What we don't need is more liberal, wrong-headed, unilateral, ideological-driven government regulation that destroys our jobs and livelihoods. With that, Mr. Speaker, I yield back.